Have you ever noticed your vision getting blurrier, or felt a persistent dryness in your eyes that just won't go away? Maybe you've struggled to read the newspaper or recognize faces clearly, and you wonder if these changes are just part of getting older, or if something more serious is happening. If you're over 50, these signs could be warning you about common eye health problems that affect millions but are often overlooked until it's too late. In this video, we'll dive deep into the 5 most common eye health issues that quietly steal your sight: dry eyes, cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, and diabetic retinopathy. Understanding these problems early is crucial because many of them develop slowly and painlessly, yet they can lead to permanent vision loss if left untreated. But this video isn't just about listing problems. It's about empowering you with knowledge. You'll learn the subtle symptoms to watch for, the surprising reasons why these conditions develop, and most importantly, what steps you can take right now to protect your eyes naturally and effectively. If you've ever worried about your eye health or want to maintain your vision sharp well into your golden years, don't miss the practical tips and insights coming up. Watching until the end could be the key to preserving your eyesight and enhancing your quality of life. Your eyes are your window to the world. Let's make sure they stay clear and healthy. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Dry eyes. Dry eyes are a quietly painful and often overlooked condition that affects millions of people around the world. Yet so few truly understand just how deeply it can disrupt a person's daily life. It's not merely a minor annoyance or a fleeting irritation. Dry eyes bring a relentless, nagging discomfort that seeps into every blink, making the eyes feel raw, scratchy, and painfully dry. Imagine the frustration of waking up each morning only to feel as if there's a rough, gritty grain trapped beneath your eyelids, scraping painfully against the delicate, sensitive surface of your eyes with every blink. This isn't just physical discomfort. It's a slow, creeping thief that steals the simple joy of seeing clearly, turning even the most routine tasks like reading, driving, or watching a movie into exhausting challenges. The root of this condition lies in the eye's inability to produce enough tears, or tears of the right quality, that keep the eyes properly lubricated and protected. Tears are far more than just salty water. They are a beautifully complex blend of oils, mucus, and water, forming a protective film that nourishes and shields the eyes from harm. When this tear film becomes unstable or breaks down, whether due to aging, dry indoor air, harsh winds, long hours staring at computer or phone screens, or side effects from medications, the eyes become vulnerable. The irritation and inflammation that follow can feel like a constant battle, one I have personally witnessed in loved ones and patients, where every moment feels like fighting a losing war against an invisible enemy of dryness and discomfort. Emotionally, dry eyes can be profoundly draining. It's difficult to fully communicate how something as simple as blinking, a reflex so automatic and unnoticed, can transform into a source of relentless pain and irritation. This chronic discomfort can lead to feelings of frustration, helplessness, and isolation, as you try desperately to carry on with your day while coping with a problem others might not even notice. There's also an emotional weight in feeling self-conscious. Red, irritated eyes can make you shy away from social interaction, dimming your confidence and the natural joy of connecting with others. What breaks my heart most is the way dry eyes can erode those precious moments that bring happiness. Curling up with a favorite book, gazing at a breathtaking sunset, or simply watching grandchildren play, all dimmed by the persistent ache behind the eyes. Finding relief from dry eyes may seem overwhelming at times, but it is possible and truly empowering once you understand the condition. Recognizing dry eyes as a legitimate medical issue that deserves attention is the crucial first step toward healing. The solutions are often a combination of simple, everyday changes and more targeted medical treatments. These might include taking regular breaks from screen time, using humidifiers to add moisture to dry indoor air, protecting your eyes with sunglasses against wind and sun, and using specially formulated eye drops designed to replenish the tear film. For some, professional treatments can restore tear production or provide long-lasting relief. I encourage anyone struggling with dry eyes to consult with an eye care specialist who can tailor a treatment plan that brings genuine comfort and helps restore the vital moisture your eyes desperately need. In my personal view, treating dry eyes is about more than just soothing physical symptoms. It's about reclaiming a profound connection with the world around us. Our eyes are our windows to life's beauty, our link to the people we love, and the way we engage with the world's wonders. When dryness and irritation cloud that connection, it's not just an inconvenience. It's a loss that touches every part of our emotional and mental well-being. So, if you find yourself battling dry eyes, please know you are not alone, and there is hope ahead. With patience, care, and the right treatment, you can ease that dryness, calm the irritation, and rediscover the comfort and clarity that make every moment richer and brighter. Your eyes, and your spirit, deserve nothing less. 2. Cataracts. Cataracts are a condition that sneaks quietly into many lives as the years pass, often unnoticed at first, like a gentle thief stealing clarity without making a sound. It's heartbreaking how this invisible fog slowly descends over the eye's natural lens. Such a small, delicate part of our body, yet so vital to how we experience the world. Normally, this lens is crystal clear, a perfect gateway for light to flow through and paint vivid pictures on the retina. But with cataracts, that clear lens becomes clouded, as if a thick, milky veil has settled deep inside the eye, dimming the world and robbing it of its sharpness and color. What makes cataracts especially frustrating is how slowly and silently they creep in. At first, you might just notice that your vision isn't quite as sharp. Reading the morning newspaper or your favorite book becomes a little harder. The bright, vibrant colors you once took for granted, like the lush greens of a spring garden, the fiery oranges and purples of a sunset, or the cheerful red of a beloved shirt, start to fade and lose their sparkle. It's as if life itself is slowly losing its brilliance, and that loss can weigh heavily on the heart. I've often heard people describe this feeling. Not just a physical change, but a subtle sadness, like the world is slipping just out of reach. Many who suffer from cataracts also endure heightened sensitivity to light and glare. What once was soothing daylight can suddenly feel harsh, almost painful, causing discomfort and even fear. I remember a friend telling me how daytime driving became a terrifying challenge, with oncoming headlights stabbing through the fog in their eyes, and streetlights scattering beams that made everything seem like a hazy blur. This constant glare doesn't just make seeing difficult, it shakes your confidence, feeds anxiety, and chips away at your sense of freedom. For those who cherish their independence, that can be a devastating blow. Nighttime is often the cruelest time for someone with cataracts. The clouded lens scatters light unevenly, creating halos and starbursts around every light source. What used to be a calm walk to the kitchen can suddenly feel like navigating through a foggy maze. It becomes harder to move around safely, increasing the risk of falls or accidents, which for many seniors means giving up the independence of driving after dark or even venturing out at night. This loss of confidence can isolate people, turning their own homes into places that feel less safe and more confining. But beyond these physical struggles, the emotional toll of cataracts is profound. Imagine the sting of not recognizing a dear friend's face across a room or the ache of missing the tiny details in treasured family photos. For book lovers, the frustration of blurred words or the constant need for stronger glasses can feel like a heartbreaking barrier to a lifelong passion. I've seen how cataracts can quietly erode a person's spirit, dimming not only their vision but their joy and connection to life itself. Loved ones become more hesitant, slowly withdrawing from activities they once loved, whether it's gardening, cooking, or simply watching grandchildren play. This loss can bring feelings of sadness, loneliness, and even depression. It's a deeply personal and often lonely journey, but no one should have to walk it alone. Thankfully, there is hope. Cataracts are one of the most treatable eye conditions, and modern medicine has made cataract surgery remarkably safe and effective. Each year, millions of people regain their sight and rediscover the vivid colors and sharp details they feared were gone forever. The surgery, removing the cloudy lens and replacing it with a clear artificial one, is nothing short of life-changing. I've witnessed the joy and tears of those who have undergone this procedure, experiencing the world anew with renewed independence and wonder. It truly can feel like a miracle, a second chance to see life in all its brilliance. Recognizing the early signs of cataracts is so important. If you find your vision becoming blurry, colors dulling, nighttime sight worsening, or lights becoming unbearably glaring, don't ignore these signals. Seek out an eye specialist promptly. Regular eye exams can catch cataracts before they rob you of too much, allowing you to plan treatment on your terms and maintain your quality of life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In the end, cataracts don't have to dim your life. With timely care and courage to face the changes, you can preserve your eyesight and keep experiencing the vivid, beautiful world around you. Don't let fear or uncertainty hold you back. Your eyes deserve the very best, and there is always hope for a brighter, clearer tomorrow. Remember, the gift of sight is priceless, and with the right help, it can be restored. 3. Glaucoma. Glaucoma is often known as the silent thief of sight, and that name alone carries a chilling weight. This condition sneaks in quietly, gradually increasing the pressure inside your eye, a pressure called intraocular pressure, which slowly, but relentlessly, damages the optic nerve. This nerve is vital. It serves as the essential bridge that connects your eyes to your brain, transmitting the images you see so your mind can interpret them and help you understand the world around you. When the optic nerve sustains damage, the effects are devastating and irreversible. A slow, creeping loss of vision that, if left unchecked and untreated, can eventually lead to permanent blindness. What makes glaucoma particularly frightening is how silent and insidious it can be in its early stages. Unlike other eye diseases that might cause obvious pain, redness, or sudden drops in vision, glaucoma often develops without any warning signs. You may wake up day after day thinking your vision is just as sharp and clear as ever, completely unaware that the disease is stealthily harming your eyes from within. This slow and symptomless progression means that many people only discover they have glaucoma after significant vision loss has already occurred. Often, the first thing glaucoma robs you of is your peripheral or side vision, a loss so subtle and gradual that it easily goes unnoticed until it becomes severe. By the time the disease reaches the central vision, it is often far advanced, making treatment more difficult and less effective. Personally, the thought of this slow, hidden loss feels deeply unsettling and heartbreaking. Our eyes are not simply organs that allow us to see. They are the windows through which we experience the world's beauty, connect emotionally with those we love, and maintain our independence. Just imagine the overwhelming sadness and fear of waking up one morning to find that the familiar faces of family and friends are becoming blurry, distant, or even gone. Imagine the frustration and despair of struggling to read the words on a cherished book or newspaper, simple joys that once brought comfort and meaning. The emotional toll of losing sight gradually, without warning, can profoundly affect a person's quality of life, their confidence, and their overall mental well-being. From a medical standpoint, glaucoma isn't a single disease, but rather a group of related eye disorders that share one damaging feature: the slow destruction of the optic nerve. The most common form is called primary open-angle glaucoma, which occurs when the drainage canals in the eye gradually clog over time, causing a dangerous buildup of pressure. Another, less common but more urgent form is angle closure glaucoma, which can cause a sudden spike in eye pressure and requires immediate medical intervention. Several risk factors make glaucoma more likely, including being over the age of 60, having a family history of the disease, belonging to certain ethnic groups such as African American, Hispanic, or Asian descent, having high eye pressure, thin corneas, or underlying health issues like diabetes and high blood pressure. Previous eye injuries also increase the risk. The good news, and it's very important news, is that glaucoma can often be managed effectively if it's caught early enough. This is why regular comprehensive eye exams are absolutely critical. especially for older adults or anyone with risk factors. During these exams, eye care professionals carefully measure the pressure inside your eyes, inspect the optic nerve for any signs of damage, and test your peripheral vision to detect early vision loss that you might not even notice. Treatment usually begins with prescription eye drops that help lower intraocular pressure by either reducing fluid production or improving fluid drainage from the eye. If eye drops aren't enough, laser treatments or surgical procedures may be recommended to help preserve the optic nerve's health. It's crucial to understand that while these treatments can help prevent further damage, they cannot reverse vision loss that has already occurred. That's why early detection, consistent treatment, and careful management are so essential. On a personal level, I feel passionate about raising awareness around glaucoma. Its quiet, stealthy nature means many people live with it unknowingly, only learning of their condition when it's too late to save their sight. To me, this underscores how vital it is for all of us to prioritize our eye health and take regular screenings seriously. Protecting our vision isn't just a health precaution, it's an act of preserving our freedom, our lifestyle, and the rich connections we have with the world and people around us. If you truly care about your sight and want to continue seeing life's colors, faces, and moments clearly, please don't wait for symptoms to show up. Be proactive. Have a conversation with your eye doctor about glaucoma screening. Encourage your loved ones, especially those over 60 or with a family history of glaucoma, to do the same. Our eyes are precious, irreplaceable, and deserve the highest level of care because they are the very windows to the beautiful, vibrant world we call life. 4. Macular degeneration, AMD. Age-related macular degeneration, AMD, is a complex and often heartbreaking eye disease that profoundly impacts the central part of the retina called the macula. This small, specialized area is responsible for our sharp, detailed central vision. The vision that allows us to perform vital daily activities like reading a book, recognizing a familiar face, driving safely, or appreciating the vibrant colors of a sunset. Without the macula functioning properly, all these simple yet precious moments become blurred, distorted, or completely lost. 4 million people worldwide, especially those over the age of 60, AMD is one of the leading causes of severe vision loss and even legal blindness. What makes AMD so devastating is not just the loss of sight itself, but the emotional and psychological toll it takes on those affected. The macula is central to how we connect visually with the world, so its deterioration feels like losing a part of one's identity and independence. Imagine waking up one morning, reaching for your glasses or your favorite book, and suddenly realizing the words are all fuzzy or missing altogether. Picture trying to see the face of a loved one across the room, only to find their features faded into a gray or dark blur. For many seniors, this loss ignites fear and frustration, a deep sense of isolation, and a creeping uncertainty about the future. Everyday tasks that once came naturally become difficult or impossible, eroding confidence and independence. The ability to engage socially, to enjoy hobbies, and even to maintain safety in daily routines can be threatened, changing lives in profound ways. Medically, AMD comes in 2 primary forms: dry, atrophic, and wet, neovascular or exudative, each with distinct characteristics and implications. Dry AMD accounts for about 85 to 90% of cases and tends to progress slowly. It occurs as the retinal cells in the macula gradually thin and deteriorate over time. A hallmark sign of dry AMD is the buildup of drusen, tiny yellow deposits made of lipids and proteins that accumulate under the retina. While small amounts of drusen can be normal with aging, a larger number or a bigger size can indicate an increased risk for vision loss. Although dry AMD progresses more gradually, it still leads to a steady decline in central vision, causing blurred or dim areas in the center of sight, and making detailed tasks like reading or threading a needle increasingly difficult. Wet AMD, though less common, is far more aggressive and accounts for the majority of severe vision loss cases related to macular degeneration. This form is marked by abnormal growth of fragile, leaky blood vessels underneath the retina. These vessels bleed and leak fluid, causing rapid and severe damage to the macula's delicate tissue. Vision loss can occur suddenly or progress quickly, often described as a dark spot or distortion appearing in the center of the visual field. Early detection is critical in wet AMD because timely treatment, typically involving injections of anti-vascular endothelial growth factor, anti-VEGF medications, can slow, halt, or even partially reverse vision loss. However, despite treatment, some degree of permanent damage often remains, which is why regular eye exams and immediate attention to visual changes are vital. From a personal viewpoint, I find the journey of those living with AMD profoundly moving. It shines a spotlight on how much we depend on our eyesight, not just to see, but to feel connected and engaged with the world around us. The emotional weight of losing clear vision can be crushing. Many people experience waves of sadness, anxiety, and even depression as they mourn the loss of their independence and adapt to new limitations. The frustration of struggling to read a loved one's handwritten letter or missing the subtle expressions on a grandchild's face is deeply relatable and heartbreaking. Yet, amidst these trials, I am continually inspired by the resilience and determination of those affected. With support, education, and technology like magnifying devices, text-to-speech apps, and specialized lighting, many find ways to regain control over their lives and maintain meaningful connections. AMD also underscores the urgent need for comprehensive preventive eye care and healthy lifestyle choices. I strongly believe that regular eye examinations, especially after age 50, can be life-changing by catching AMD early, often before symptoms manifest. Eye care professionals can monitor for early signs like drusen deposits or subtle changes in retinal health and guide patients through interventions to slow progression. Nutritional factors play a major role, too. Diets rich in leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale, which provide lutein and zeaxanthin, along with omega-3 fatty acids found in fish like salmon, and antioxidants such as vitamin C and E, are shown to support eye health. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Conversely, smoking is a significant risk factor that can accelerate AMD progression, so quitting smoking is one of the most impactful steps someone can take. Managing systemic health conditions, including high blood pressure and cholesterol, also helps protect the delicate vessels in the eyes. Additionally, wearing UV protective sunglasses reduces harmful sun exposure, which is another important preventive measure. Support networks, whether family, friends, or specialized organizations, play a crucial role in helping individuals cope with the challenges of AMD. Emotional encouragement, practical assistance with daily activities, and sharing adaptive strategies create a lifeline that preserves dignity and quality of life. Society needs to foster greater awareness and empathy about the struggles faced by those with vision loss, breaking down barriers to accessibility and inclusion. In summary, age-related macular degeneration is far more than just an eye disease. It is a multifaceted condition that touches every aspect of a person's life, from the physical loss of sight to emotional hardship and social isolation. It demands our attention not only as a health issue but as a profound human experience that calls for compassion, understanding, and proactive care. By educating ourselves, advocating for early screening, embracing healthy lifestyles, and supporting those who live with AMD, we can help preserve the precious gift of vision. Ultimately, safeguarding sight means safeguarding the ability to see the faces, places, and moments that make life rich and meaningful. 5. Diabetic retinopathy. Diabetic retinopathy is a profoundly serious and often heartbreaking condition that silently threatens the vision and quality of life for millions of people living with diabetes worldwide. It's a complication many may not fully understand, yet it strikes fear because it attacks something we all treasure deeply: our ability to see the world with clarity and wonder. At its core, diabetic retinopathy is the result of prolonged elevated blood sugar levels that gradually damage the tiny, fragile blood vessels within the retina, the delicate, light-sensitive tissue lining the back of the eye. The retina acts as the camera's film or the digital sensor of our eyes, capturing light and transforming it into the images we perceive. When these blood vessels begin to deteriorate, leak fluid, or become blocked, The retina suffers from oxygen deprivation and nutrient loss, impairing its vital functions. Over time, this damage triggers a cascade of pathological changes. The retina swells from fluid leakage, and the body responds by growing new blood vessels, called neovascularization, that are abnormally fragile and prone to bleeding. These fragile vessels can hemorrhage into the eye's interior, creating dark spots or floaters that interfere with vision. In more severe cases, scar tissue forms, which can pull on the retina and cause retinal detachment, an emergency condition that can lead to permanent blindness if not treated promptly. The progression of diabetic retinopathy is slow and insidious, often taking years or even decades to become apparent, which is why many patients remain unaware they have it until significant vision loss occurs. This silent progression is what makes the condition so devastating. It robs people of their sight gradually, stealing moments and memories before they even realize what is happening. What breaks my heart most is the emotional toll this condition takes on individuals. Vision loss isn't just a physical limitation. It profoundly affects independence, identity, and quality of life. For someone who has lived a full life, suddenly facing the prospect of not being able to recognize familiar faces, read beloved books, or navigate their own home can be crushing. Imagine the isolation that sets in when simple pleasures like watching grandchildren play or admiring a vibrant sunset become blurred or vanish entirely. The fear and anxiety that accompany these changes can lead to depression and withdrawal, compounding the suffering beyond the physical symptoms. Many people living with diabetes struggle daily with the burden of managing blood sugar, diet, and medications. Adding the fear of losing vision can feel overwhelming. Yet, diabetic retinopathy is not a hopeless sentence. There is a pathway of hope rooted in education, vigilance, and proactive healthcare. Early detection through regular, comprehensive dilated eye exams is critical. During these exams, eye specialists can spot the earliest signs of retinal changes before symptoms develop. Catching diabetic retinopathy in its initial stages allows for timely intervention that can slow or halt progression. Maintaining strict control over blood sugar levels is paramount to protecting the eyes. Studies consistently show that people who keep their blood glucose within target ranges have a significantly lower risk of developing or worsening retinopathy. Equally important is managing blood pressure and cholesterol, as these cardiovascular risk factors contribute to retinal vessel damage. For individuals already diagnosed with diabetic retinopathy, advanced treatments are available. Laser photocoagulation therapy can seal leaking blood vessels and prevent further bleeding. Injections of medications that block abnormal vessel growth can reduce swelling and neovascularization. In severe cases, vitrectomy surgery removes blood and scar tissue from the eye to restore vision or prevent further loss. But managing diabetic retinopathy is more than just clinical treatment. It requires emotional support and resilience. Family members, caregivers, and healthcare providers play a crucial role in helping those affected cope with the challenges ahead. Encouragement to maintain regular appointments, assistance with medication adherence, and compassionate listening can make a profound difference. It's important to remember that vision loss from diabetic retinopathy doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that can be slowed, managed, and sometimes even reversed with commitment and care. From my heart, I want to urge anyone living with diabetes to take this condition seriously. Your eyes are priceless windows to your life's most meaningful experiences, your connections with loved ones, and your independence. Don't wait until symptoms appear. By then, damage may already be advanced. Prioritize regular eye screenings and advocate for comprehensive diabetes management. Adopt a healthy lifestyle that supports vascular health. Balanced nutrition, regular exercise, avoiding smoking, and controlling weight all contribute to protecting your sight. I truly believe that understanding diabetic retinopathy is empowering. Knowledge transforms fear into action, and action can safeguard one of your most precious gifts, your vision. The emotional burden of this disease is real and heavy, but you don't have to face it alone. There is a community of healthcare professionals, support groups, and loved ones ready to walk with you through this challenge. Protecting your eyesight means protecting your freedom to live fully, to cherish memories, and to continue engaging in the things that bring you joy. In closing, diabetic retinopathy is a sobering reminder of the serious impact diabetes can have beyond blood sugar numbers. It calls for vigilance, compassion, and proactive care. But it also offers hope that with early detection, diligent management, and available treatments, you can preserve your sight and your quality of life. Your vision, your future, and your happiness are worth every effort. Please, if you or someone you love has diabetes, make eye health a priority today, because seeing the world is a gift no one should lose. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to learn about diabetic retinopathy, a condition that affects so many lives and yet can be managed with the right knowledge and care. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one important thing you've learned from this video that you plan to apply in your own life or share with someone you care about? Please leave your comment below and share your thoughts with our community. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like it, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable health information. Your support helps us create content that can truly make a difference. Take care of your vision, take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.